Retro Force is shoot-'em-up rehash of which we have seen far too much in this industry. We found the play control to be uncooperative at best, and like most shoot-'em-up games, combos button sequences are senseless, miscellaneous randomized combinations which relate to nothing. Kicks and punches are not divided into fierceness levels, but rather the height of the attack. What is the significance of this? Well, none really. In fact, what's the significance of the entire game? Well, none really. What's the significance of the entire shoot-'em-up genre? Well, none really. Our grievances with Retro Force are really no different than our grievances with most every shoot-'em-up game. We don't know the fighters. They are not tangible characters. They are given no background, no story, no personality. Why then should we care about fighting with them? Who cares who wins or loses? Why does England keep falling for those games where all a company does is slap together some characters, slap together some combos, and slap together various settings? Shoot-'em-up games are essentially cookie-cutter games. Only about 5 games have stood out from the crowd in the entire history of this genre. Granted, that's our opinion, but what else do you expect us to say? Retro Force is a thumbs-down game, not just by our standards, but from many players and members of the press as well. Even the best ending is typically pathetic. A single screenshot with story text on it, followed by boring credits. At least in the Final Fantasy series, we are compelled to care about the characters. We know that winning a Final Fantasy game will result in a big payoff. In most cases, a meaningful ending where we see the emotional side of a character. But games like Retro Force are one-dimensional in every respect. And if you think this PlayStation version is bad, just wait until you play the N64 version. Well, hopefully you'll have the sense not to. Here's a hint for the PlayStation version. On the title screen, use the control pad and enter right, then XXX square. Then check out the cheat menu in the options screen. Set player 1's skill level all the way to the left, and player 2's all the way to the right. The game will be a piece of cake now. We'd like to take this opportunity to challenge game developers to turn this genre on its head and bring it to a level never seen before. We don't have the answer. We could always give advice if we were asked, but as long as games like these earn hordes of money, which they do, no one will have the incentive to change anything. Maybe we're just sticks in the mud, but I enjoy mud more than blood. Not that blood sickens me, but I just don't see the point of all this bloodshed. Give us a good reward for killing people, and maybe the game will be fun. Yep, that's called irony, so don't tell us that we're sick and sadistic.
You really think you're ready for the stinger? You really think you're ready for the scorpion deathlock? You think you're ready for a fatal encounter?